It's honestly pointless to keep debating which one's better, analog or digital, because the truth is, they're not even trying to do the same thing. Even if you've got a plugin that perfectly emulates a hardware unit, it'll never behave exactly the same way. Sure, they might sound close, but there are too many factors: circuitry, signal path, environment, and how each ecosystem reacts to sound. In analog world, your signal is shaped by the real electronics, resistors, capacitors, transformers, and you physically turn knobs and switches to make things happen. In the digital world, a plugin is just a computer program trying to recreate the best parts of the hardware, controlled through a virtual interface. Now, the big advantage of a plugin is consistency. They perform the same way every single time. Analog gear, on the other hand, can drift a little bit. Temperature, calibration, voltage, all of it can affect the sound. That unpredictability is exactly what makes some engineers love them and others don't have them in their workflow. Then there's this workflow side. Using analog means routing cables, creating return path, re-recording the processed sound back into your DAW. Every recall means taking pictures, keeping detailed notes of your settings. That's a lot, especially when you are working on a tight deadline. With plugins, you just save and move on. Full recall, total control. And here's something people often forget: when a hardware unit is sampled and turned into a plugin, the developers usually capture it at its best. That means you're often getting a sweet spot version of that gear, which is why plugin can sometimes sound cleaner, more consistent than the original hardware. But still, why do so many engineers stick with analog? It's not nostalgia, it's the feel and the workflow. When your audio passes through actual electronic components, every single change, every voltage shift, every tiny imperfections adds a kind of harmonic richness that digital can sometimes miss. It's subtle at times, but in the right place, it can make all the difference. So instead of thinking analog versus digital, maybe the better question is, how can I make them work together? Because a hybrid workflow using analog for color, digital for control gives you the best of both worlds. Let analog do what it's great at and let digital handle the precision and flexibility. At the end of the day, it's not about picking sides. It's about knowing how to make both serve your sound. And it's not analog versus digital, it's analog with digital. And for those of you who don't have analog gears, it's perfectly fine. You're not missing out on anything. The plugins are equally good at what they do. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.